Hello everyone, and welcome to this 45-minute flow practice where we'll really work on supporting and releasing tension in the low back. And the low back is where we tend to store a lot of financial stress. And so I'll bring in a mantra for our practice today. And the mantra is, it is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. And the key word here is safe. So a lot of the time we can have these blockages in our body around receiving, because maybe at times in our life it wasn't safe for us to receive money or receive love because there was conditions around that. So I really like to add safe in a lot of the mantras that I use, and especially around money. And our collective culture has a lot of conditioning around the way we're expected to make money and receive money. So I hope this resonates with you, and I hope your low back feels spacious and strong after this practice. Let's come on to our backs to begin. Just begin to ground the soles of the feet as you reach the arms forward, and scoop the tailbone forward as you curl down. Engage your lower abs. Bring awareness there and just curl the spine all the way down. Tucking the shoulders under. And just beginning to extend the left leg long. Let's draw the right knee in towards the chest. Give it a gentle squeeze. Breathing in. Full exhale out. Feel the shoulders relax. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. Begin to exhale. Curl the forehead up towards your knee. And inhale, slowly curl down. Let's reach either peace fingers around your right big toe or for the outer edge of your right foot and come into a half happy baby. Left hand can come on top of left thigh. And just begin to extend and bend your right knee. Extend and bend. And think of drawing your right hip forward slightly, keeping the hips level. And then beginning to bend into that right knee. Let the right shoulder soften. And take a few breaths here, breathing in through the nose. And full exhale out through the mouth. And feel the body connected to the ground beneath you. Feel that stability beneath you, especially around the sacrum in this stretch here. And just begin to bend the left knee along the sole of the foot. And cross your right ankle over the left thigh. Cactus the arms and press your right knee forward towards the top of the mat so you feel activation in the right hip. And just begin to draw your right foot and left knee to the left any amount. Maybe the foot and knee tap the ground. And then draw back over to the right, landing your right hip down. We'll do that a couple more times, tapping the foot and just going nice and slow, coming back to your breath. Release tension in the shoulders. One more time here, drawing that right foot over to the left, tapping your knee and foot. And then beginning to come back through center. Good. Let's draw the right knee back in towards the chest. Give it a squeeze in. And then begin to reach your right leg high towards the sky. Bring the arms out to 45 degrees and turn your palms up. Flex your right toes and slowly tap the heel down towards the mat. Moving nice and slow. We're not going fast here. Point your right toes and slowly lifting high. Roll the shoulders back. We're going 2 more times. Flexing the right toes. Go as slow as you can. And feel both of your hips pressing down into the mat, the back of your hip bones. And notice as you come down, the low ribs will draw towards your pelvis so they're not flaring. You have gentle core activation here. Pointing your right toes and lifting the leg high. And one more time, flexing the toes and tapping the heel down. Weight is also placed on the inner edge of the left foot, so your knee is not winging out. There's full awareness of the body, head to toe, whole body. Good. Let's begin to bend that right knee back in towards your chest. Extend the left leg long. Take an inhale in. And full exhale, draw your right knee to the left, cactus your right arm out, and just begin to gently tuck your tailbone as you gaze over that right shoulder. And then begin to draw your right hand to knee or thigh and draw that right knee over to the right. So you're creating a circle now into that right knee, coming back onto your back. And then bringing that right knee over to the left. You can use the help of your left hand. So we're just creating this nice circular motion in that right hip. Draw that right knee back over to the right. And just use your hands accordingly to help guide that right knee. So you're taking circles with the knee over to the left, drawing that knee down and back up and over to the right. It's coming out to the right as it comes around. Let's go 2 more full rounds here. Staying with the breath and just feeling any tension and release in that right hip. Good. And then one more time, let's draw that right knee down. Draw it out and over to the right, and then it's coming back over to the left, and we'll just settle here in this supine twist. And just notice maybe a release in the low back, notice some spaciousness. Reach that right arm out, soften the shoulder, take a big inhale. Full exhale. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. Let's draw your gaze through center and bring that right knee back in towards your chest. Give it a nice squeeze and extend the right leg long. Draw your left knee in towards the chest. Give it a nice squeeze in and just begin to curl your forehead up towards the left knee. Flex the right toes. And slowly curl the spine all the way down. Take a big inhale. And full exhale. And then begin to reach either peace fingers around your left toe or bringing the hand to the outer edge of your left foot. Coming into a half happy baby, right hand can come on top of right thigh. And you're just bending and extending that left knee. Bending and extending, moving nice and slow with loving awareness on your whole body. And then beginning to bend into your half happy baby, taking a few breaths here. Draw your left hip forward slightly. Roll the shoulders back. Continuing to breathe. And then beginning to bend into your right knee. You can land the sole of the foot and cross your left ankle over the right thigh. Pressing your left knee forward, cactus the arms, and just begin to draw your left foot to the right any amount. Let the right knee drop down. Moving nice and slow. And then draw that left knee back up and over to the left. So just going a couple more times here. And keep pressing your left knee forward so you feel that gentle activation in your left hip. And one more time here, drawing that left foot down towards the earth. And then drawing that knee back up and over to the left. Let's draw the left knee into the chest. Give it a squeeze in, hands come around the shin, big inhale. Full exhale. And begin to reach your left leg high towards the sky. Bring the arms out 45 degrees. Tuck your shoulders under. Flex the left toes and slowly with control, lower that left heel down towards the earth. And then begin to point the toes and slowly lifting high. Weight is coming to the inner edge of that right foot. Moving nice and slow here with your breath. Good, and feeling both of the back of your hips rooted down into the ground. One more time, flexing the left toes. Beginning to point them and lifting the leg high towards the sky. Good, let's draw that left knee in towards the chest. Give it a squeeze in and extend your right leg long. And just begin to reach your right hand to the outer edge of your left knee and draw the knee to the right. Cactusing your left arm, gentle tuck of the tailbone and gaze over that left shoulder. Just taking a couple breaths here. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. Let's begin to bring your left hand to the knee and just begin to draw the knee down and out to the left and back up and over to the right. So you're taking these gentle circles into that left hip. And you can come onto the right hip as that left knee draws over to the right. Just moving nice and slow. Let's go for 2 more full rounds. Just creating some release, and make sure that left knee really opens when you draw it out to the left. And then drawing it over to the right, creating a bit of internal rotation of the hip. Let's go one more time. And then drawing that left knee over to the right. You can bring your right hand on top of the left thigh and reach your left arm out. Softening on the right side of your body. And just taking a couple more breaths here. And then begin to draw your gaze through center and draw that left knee back in towards your chest, giving it a squeeze in. And exhale, release, coming into a short Shavasana. Beginning to draw both knees in towards your chest. Let's bring either peace fingers around the big toes or reach to the outer edges of your feet and come into happy baby. Extend the knees and bend. Extending and bending. Feel your spine connected to the ground. Feel the back of your head releasing. Feel release in the neck. Good. And then beginning to draw the inner edges of the feet and big toes together, knees together, hands come around the backs of the thighs. Take an inhale in and use the exhale to rock and roll along the spine. Rocking and rolling all the way up into a tabletop. Spread your fingers wide and begin to take some cat-cows. Let the tailbone lead the way and let your head and neck come last. And really moving nice and slowly with awareness of each vertebrae. Really feeling that mobilization of the spine. Bringing your awareness to each part of movement here. And really press the ground away to stay solid and strong in the shoulders. Always keeping that core strength. Let's go one more time here. Coming to meet in a neutral tabletop. Angle your right shin out. Extend your left leg back and pivot the heel down to sweep your left arm high and reach the arm overhead. Press into your right palm. And as you exhale, sweep your left arm in front. You're facing the long edge of the mat and bring your right shin back behind the knee. You might need to adjust the knee a bit to get it stacked under your hip. Press into the palms evenly and take a few rounds of cat-cow. And think of pressing to the outer edge of your left foot, keeping activation on the quad. And just moving nice and gently here. One more time. Good, coming through neutral spine. Let's walk the hands back forward. You're facing the top of your mat, pivot onto the left toes. Let's float the left leg, bend the knee, and just take some circles into that left hip. Press the ground away and keep your neck long. And make sure you've got even pressure on both your hands. We might want to dip the weight to the right, so bring the weight to shift back over to the left. And then draw your left knee forward, land the foot to the outer edge of your left hand, and just begin to extend and bend your left knee. Extend and bend. One more time. Bending into that left knee, you're coming into lizard lunge. It might feel good to tuck the right toes, lift the knee, and shift back to lower the knee down. And then begin to inhale to your cow. So lift the tailbone, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back, and exhale to your cat. Let the tailbone lead the way. Head and neck will come last with each cat-cow. One more time. Good. Coming back into a neutral tabletop. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. Let's heel toe your left foot to center. Tuck your right toes, lift the knee, and rise up into your high lunge. Pull your left heel back and activate your right glute. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Pivot your left toes over to the right by pressing into the heel, lifting the toes and turning, and then you're coming onto the inner edge of your right foot. Good. And then begin to straighten your left knee, bend into your right knee. Pivot the right toes to face the back of the mat and rise off your left heel onto the left toes. Ground your left palm and inhale, reach your right arm high. Exhale, lower your right hand and just begin to walk the hands back towards the long edge of your mat to the left. Pivot left heel down and turn right toes in. Lengthen spine. Keeping on tented fingers, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back, and exhale, scoop the tailbone, gaze to navel. Two more times here, cat-cow. Press the feet apart so you have activation in the legs, so you're not just standing here with no activation. We want to be pushing the feet away from each other, activating the hip flexors while feeling this gentle mobility in the spine. Good. One more time. Coming back through a neutral tabletop. Walk the hands towards your left foot. Pivot your left toes forward and rise off your right heel. Bend into your left knee. Ground into your right palm as you inhale, reach your left arm high. And exhale, bring your left hand to the inner edge of your left foot. Float your left leg back into plank pose. Lower to the knees, hug the elbows back and in, lower chest and chin, lift knees and lower pelvis, untuck the toes. Fingertips off the mat, elbows lift, inhale, baby cobra. Front of the pelvis roots, knees are lifted, glutes are activated, spine is strong. And exhale, drop your right shoulder, gaze up and over the left. Inhale, roll your right shoulder back. And exhale, drop the left shoulder, gaze up and over the right. Inhale, roll your left shoulder back. And exhale to lower down. Ground palms under shoulders, tuck the toes, press up to tabletop. Take an inhale to your cow and an exhale to your cat. Come through neutral spine. Good. Let's begin to extend your right leg back long. And just begin to angle your left shin out and walk the hands over to the long edge of your mat on the right. Maybe just shifting that left knee to stack under the hip. And taking an inhale to your cow And exhale to your cat. Let the tailbone lead the way. Even pressure on both hands. Come back to your breath. Good. One more time here. Coming back to a neutral spine. Walk the hands forward to the top of your mat. Angle your left shin back and float your right leg. Bend the knee and just take some circles into that right hip. Even pressure on both hands. Neck is long. Staying with your breath and present with each movement. Noticing the body activating in that right hip. Let's draw that right knee forward to land on the outer edge of your right hand. Might feel good to tuck the left toes, lift the knee, and shift back to lower down. And just begin to bend and extend your right knee. Bending and extending. One more time here. Coming into your lizard lunge. Let's take some cat-cow. So moving with awareness, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. And then scoop the tailbone, gaze to navel. Just notice the different sensations in each shape, moving nice and slowly. Good. And one more time here. Even pressure is through both hands. Coming back through a neutral spine. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. Let's heel toe your right foot to center. Tuck the left toes, lift the knee, and rise up into your high lunge. Pull the right heel back and engage your left glute. As you exhale, bring your hands to heart. Ground into your right heel and pivot the toes to the left and pivot your left heel down. Good. Then beginning to extend your right knee, bend into the left knee. Turn your left toes to the back edge of your mat and rise off your right heel. Ground into your right palm and reach your left arm high. Big inhale. As you exhale, lower your left hand, inner edge of left foot, and walk the hands back to the long edge of your mat. Pivot your right heel down and left toes in. Come onto tented fingers. Lift the tailbone, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back, open the chest. And exhale, scoop the tailbone. Gaze to navel. Keep pressing the feet apart as you move through cat-cow here. Feeling that stability in the hip flexors. And one more time here. Good. Coming through a neutral spine. Walking the hands forward towards your right foot. Pivot the right toes forward and rise off your left heel. And then begin to heel toe that right foot out to the right. Ground your palms and float the right leg back to plank pose. Lower to the knees, hug the elbows back and in, lower chest and chin, lift knees and lower pelvis. Fingertips off the mat and inhale, roll up, baby cobra. Press the front of the pelvis down and activate the whole spine. Exhale, drop your left shoulder, gaze up and over the right. Inhale, roll your left shoulder back. Open the chest and exhale, drop the right shoulder, gaze up and over the left. Inhale, roll your right shoulder back, lift the chest, and exhale to lower down. Bring the palms under the shoulders, tuck your toes, either press up to tabletop or plank. Solid like a plank of wood in the back body, and lift the hips back and up for downward facing dog. Bending one knee and the other to pedal it out. Maybe rocking your hips from side to side. Let's bring the big toes to touch, and as you inhale, sweep your left leg back and up, three-legged dog. Bend your left knee and stack your hip over the right as you drop your left shoulder down, so you're keeping the shoulders squared to the top of the mat. Exhale, draw left knee to triceps, squeeze. And land your left foot to the outer edge of your left hand. Ground your right palm and inhale, reach your left arm high. And exhale, lower your left hand down. Let's heel toe your left foot to your right thumb and just begin to tap the left knee and lift. Tapping and lifting. One more time. Tap, lower that left knee down and shift back on the right knee, coming into pigeon pose. We're staying active in our pigeon here. So press your left knee into the ground, activate your right glute, and just take some circles into the pelvis here, into the hips. And you can either keep your fingertips on the ground or bring them to your heart center. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. And repeat that to yourself as many times as you need, even if you notice the mind going, yeah, right, no. Just ignore that. Just let that, or just acknowledge it for what it is, but don't attach to it. Let the programming work its magic. Reverse your circles. Keep pressing the left knee down into the ground. Good. And then beginning to shift the weight to that left hip. Draw your right knee forward so your knees are in a 90-90. Bring your right hand to hip. Draw your right knee forward and back. And forward and back. One more time, draw it forward. Reach the arms out to the left, extending the elbows, and then push the palms to the right. And notice how that helps to get that deeper internal rotation on the right side. Breathe for 5 breaths. Press your left knee down. Breathe into your quadratus lumboris on the right side. So the muscle, deep core muscle on the right back side of your body. Draw the breath there. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. You can do it. Walk the hands back through center. Let's extend the right leg back long, tuck the toes, and rise up onto the left foot. You'll heel toe the foot to center. Ground your right palm and inhale, reach your left arm high. Gaze up to left fingertips and exhale, lower. Let's float the left leg back to plank. You can choose to lower to the knees or shift forward on the toes. Chaturanga, hug the elbows back and in, lower halfway and inhale, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Big inhale and full exhale, sigh it out. Grounding the palms, rooting the knuckles. Feel your palms connected to the ground, to the earth. As you inhale, sweep your right leg back and up, 3-legged dog. Bend your right knee and stack your hip over the left as you drop your right shoulder down. Even pressure is on both hands. And as you exhale, let's squeeze that right knee to tricep. Squeeze it in. And then begin to land the right foot to the outer edge of your right hand. Ground your left palm and inhale, reach your right arm high. As you exhale, lower that right hand down. Begin to heel toe your right foot to your left thumb. Begin to tap your right knee down any amount and lift. Tapping the knee towards the ground and lifting. One more time. Tapping down. Shift back on your left toes and lower the knee, coming into active pigeon. Pressing your right knee down. You can have the shin also angled in if the hip is feeling a bit tight, but we want to keep the activation, and it's the activation that adds the mobility to our joints connected with the breath that allows us to be stronger and more stable. Stretching can open, and it's good to help open, but we need the activation to create the change in our tissues. And so staying upright, you can either have your hands on the earth or bring them to your heart center. And then take some circles into the pelvis. Slowing the breath. Think of drawing your left hip towards that right heel. Coming through center, and let's reverse the circles. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. Come onto that right hip and draw your left knee forward, bending the knee, coming into a 90-90. Let's bring your left hand to hip and just draw that hip forward and back. So creating a bit of internal rotation here. Toes are flexing to the knees. One more time, drawing that left knee forward and then reaching your left arm over to the right. Extending the elbows, pressing both palms down and pushing the ground towards the left. Creating that deeper internal rotation on that left side. Breathe into that quadratus lumboris muscle, if you know what that is, but it's the deeper core muscle on the left back side of your body. Breathing into that. Softening the shoulders. Just think of drawing the breath deeper into the tissues on that side of your body. With full presence, awareness, patience, and also finding joy in the stretch. That's how we also shift the patterns, is when we can actually tap into joy in the moment of creating them. And then walking the hands back through center. Let's extend that left leg back long. Come onto the sole of your right foot and heel toe that right foot to center. Ground your left palm and reach your right arm high. Gaze up to right fingertips. And exhale to lower. Let's tuck the left toes, lift the knee and draw that right foot back. Your choice to lower down to the knees or shift forward on the toes for chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Roll the shoulders back, activate the spine. And exhale, downward facing. Let's all take a deep inhale in. And full exhale out. Good. Bring your big toes together to touch. Sweep your right leg back and up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to nose. Squeeze in, rise off your left heel. Gaze to your thumbs and gently land your right foot between the hands. Walk the hands over to the left. Begin to turn your toes in and tap the knees down. And then bring your ankles to be in line with the knees and draw the knees apart. So you're in a wide Mandukasana position. And then you're coming onto the forearms. Think of pressing the knees down into the mat so you have a bit of activation on the adductors. And as you inhale, come into your cow. As you exhale, gently come into your cat. Keep pressing the knees down. So inner edges of the knees push down. So coming into cow again. Let the tailbone lead the way. And exhale into your cat. One more time. Inhale, coming into your cow. And exhale, coming into your cat. Good. Let's come back through neutral spine. Come up onto the hands. Tuck the toes. Begin to lift the knees and hop the heels in so the toes are turning out. You're in a wide-legged stance. Walk the hands forward to that right foot. Pivot your left toes forward and rise off your left heel as you bend into your right knee. Roll your shoulders back. Ground your left palm and reach your right arm high as you pull your right heel back and drag your left toes forward. Hold here and push into your left palm to create a deeper twist. Good, and as you exhale, lower your right hand, inner edge of right foot. Let's draw that right foot back to plank pose. You can bring your right palm out if it needs to, and then shift forward on the toes, hug the elbows back and in, and inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Letting any audible exhales move any stress or tension that's not needed for your day. Just let it go with love, with compassion. Letting any stories around it be released so you can move forward in clarity, in alignment. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. Inhale, left leg back and up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your left knee and squeeze towards your chest. Curl in. Rise off your right heel. Gaze to thumbs and gently tap your left foot between your hands. And then begin to walk the hands over to the right. Good. And begin to lower to the knees. Bring the ankles back in line with the knees and just draw the knees apart. So you're in your Mandukasana. Come onto the forearms, and as you inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back. And exhale, scoop the tailbone, gaze to navel. Press the inner edges of the knees down here. Notice when you press them down, it creates a bit more stability in the hips, making it easier to do your cat-cow with a little less intense sensations. One more time. Let's lift the tailbone, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back. And exhale, scoop the tailbone. Gaze to navel. Inhale, come through center. Let's rise up onto the hands. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, and hop the heels in, toes out. Walk the hands forward. Turn your left toes forward. Bend your left knee and rise off your right heel. Ground your right palm and inhale, reach your left arm high. Pull your left heel back and activate your right glute, and then press your right palm to turn deeper over to the left. Breathing here. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. Exhale, lower your left hand and step your left foot back to plank pose. Lower to the knees or shift forward on the toes for chaturanga. Hug the elbows back and in. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale. And full exhale. Good. Begin to draw the knees down. Bring the knees wide, big toes to touch, and draw the hips to the heels. Coming into a wide-legged child's pose. Think of hugging your hamstrings to calves and reaching the hips back towards the heels as you stretch the palms out and then pull the ground back towards you, creating the stability in the shoulders. Breathe the breath into the back of the lungs and really feel your rib cage expanding into the scapula, your shoulder blade muscle that rests gently over the back ribs. And as you inhale, let's rise up and bring your right forearm parallel to the top edge of the mat. Pull the palm towards the right and reach your left arm high for a twist. Using up to left fingertips. And keeping both sit bones rooted on the heels evenly. Exhale, lower your left forearm, bringing it parallel to the top edge of the mat. Pull the palm to the left and inhale, reach your right arm high. Feel your hips connected to your heels. And exhale, lower that right arm down. Reach the arms forward and roll the spine up into your tabletop. Take one last inhale to your cow. Lift the tailbone, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back. One last exhale to your cat. Inhale, come through neutral spine. Let's bring the knees together. Tuck the toes and bring the hips to the heels. This really activates the kidney meridian and helps to support where the kidneys rest in our low back, where we hold that financial stress. So coming into toe stretch, bring the palms on the thighs, roll the shoulders back. And let's repeat that mantra 10 times. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. If you need to come out of the toe stretch at any time, you can always come out and come back into it. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. Just feeling any stress releasing from the body here down into the earth. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. 5 more. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. 2 more. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well for doing what I love. Ground the palms down and patter out the tops of the feet. Release anything that tells you otherwise, that you're not worthy. It's not true. You can let it go with love, with compassion. Money is your birthright. You deserve it. Okay, let's come on to our backs. Turning to face the back of the mat, or whichever way you're facing, you can reach the arms forward, scoop the tailbone, and curl all the way down with control. Tucking the shoulders under and extending the legs out long. Let's take a deep inhale in. Full exhale. Feel the body surrendering into the earth. Let's go 2 more times like that. Breathing in. And 1 more time. Breathing in. And just feeling the whole body surrender into the earth. Let the jaw soften, let the tongue relax. Let the fingertips curl in and allow yourself to be met with the ground. Really feel that stability beneath you. It is safe for me to charge accordingly and get paid well doing what I love. I welcome you to stay here in your Shavasana for as long as you need. I hope your low back is feeling more spacious. I hope you're feeling more trust within yourself and more stability. Namaste.